some granola to go along with this, because that's what I normally put on top, but I don't have any granola. That's okay though. Oh yeah, that tastes so good. I haven't had a smoothie in such a long time. Right now, I'm going to finish eating this or drinking this, whatever. And then I'm going to make my post for today's Positive Paige post. So today I decided to do my second to me from me post on my Positive Paige account. I imported a picture from my sketchbook into Photoshop. I rasterized the layer, I made it black and white, and then I played with the levels, bringing up the whites and bringing up the blacks so I can see what I'm doing and what I'm working with. Then I selected what I wanted, and then I deleted the layer that I didn't want anymore. And then I looked at what I wrote and I chose what I wanted to use, and the one that I was circling, that was the one that I ended up using. I kind of looked through just once more just to check if that's definitely one I wanted to use. Then I used the lasso tool, and then I just selected that one and then played with it a little bit just to see the sizing. Then I selected each word and I put them on separate layers. So it's a long process, but I did that for each one, and I do that because just in case if I want to mess with one of the words, it's easy for me to go to that layer and just click on it and then either transform, like quick transform, or just manipulate it in any way I want to. So I did that with each layer, and it's not necessary, but I just like to work that way just because I like to have everything broken up just for myself. You know, you don't know because you just don't know, whatever. Anyway, so after I'm done doing that, I look at each layer and then I resize it just so it fits on each line and to my liking. Then I went back and I made them all darken because I didn't want the white background showing up. I sometimes forget which one does which function, so I just kind of had to go around and click on each one and then finally land on darken. So it was darkened for this one. Then I just make sure that they're all darken and you can't see the background, and just making sure that they're all transparent. And so I placed them on each line. And for this one, I was trying to get them all even on each line, and I didn't want trying to be on its own line because I can't have an orphan on the line. So I brought down 4 and I put trying next to it, but then there's that gap next to brave, but whatever. I liked the way that it turned out. So then after this, I was like just adjusting some things here and there, me being nitpicky about my design. And after that, I was selecting a color. I went with this nice peach color, and then I needed to select each of the lines, but I forgot that I can't select them, so I had to go back over and paint with this paintbrush and then use one of these effects again to make the lines the same color as the background. So that took a while to figure out which one it was, but I guess it was lighter color. And so I selected that layer and I moved that layer up to each one of the lines or down to each one of the lines to make it the same color as the background. So that's what I did for that, and that's just me trying. I kind of messed up a couple times, so I was getting so confused as to which layer was which. I never number or name my layers, as you can see on the right side. It's like layer 75, layer 76. I'm really a mess. But anyway, I finally got it in the very end, and then after that, I just save it to my desktop, to my documents, whatever, and then I just airdrop it to myself, and then I post it on Instagram. Woohoo! So here's the new post that I just made. It's up on my Instagram. Woohoo! This is my side Instagram. It's called Positive Paige. I just post positive Instagram posts, and I also have a positive Twitter account called Positive Paige that I began in 2014 in high school, and this account is just dedicated to positivity and motivation and inspiration. So if you guys are ever looking for a place to find some inspiration, or if you ever feel down, or if you need a little bit of motivation, you can come to my account and read some of my tweets that I've tweeted, and maybe they will make you a little bit happier. Yeah, those are my 2 accounts, Positive Paige on Twitter and then Positive Paige on Instagram. On Instagram, I wanted to be Positive Paige like I am on Twitter, but someone else already had that username, so I had to go with Positive Paige, but that's okay. I'm still making my posts, I'm still doing my thing, and although I've only been on here since, what day was my first post? April 24th. Yeah, for about, April, May, June, July, 4 months. I haven't posted a lot, but I am posting every single day now. So you guys should give me a follow, because if you want posy posts, I'm your gal. I'm your go-to gal with the posy posts. I'm doing this series called Positive Pancakes, and there's like this little pancake, and I just write a little note to you in the voice of this pancake. And that's been going on. And then my to me from me posts, and then I have my Monday motivation posts, like that one, and then I also just did a brand new one yesterday, and these are little animations that I do. But yeah, that's my account, and woohoo, I'm so glad that I posted this today. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I did. Yay, go me.
A few inches later.
Okay, time for some batch. They're in the Bahamas this week. Woo, what's gonna happen? I don't know, find out next.
Wait a second, after this is hometowns? I totally forgot about that. That's coming so quickly. Oh my gosh, what? Yeah, so after this, it's hometowns. Okay, so Colton just confessed to Becca that he's a virgin, and Becca's over here on this balcony, and she's like contemplating whether or not she still wants to keep Colton here. If he's a decent guy, just keep him around. Who cares if he's a virgin? Becca just came back. She's talking to Colton right now, but I'm still so confused because in previous episodes, Becca said that she went to church every Sunday with her girls, and now he's saying that he's a virgin, and she's like, wait, why are you a virgin? But you go to church. This just does not align. What? Like, what's happening? I don't get it. But yeah, that's the tea. So Colton got the rose, then he came back, and no one was saying anything, and then they cut to Blake, and Blake was doubting himself. He was like, you know what? I don't think that Becca feels the same. Like, maybe I'm just making this all up in my head. I'm like, no, Blake. I think she really likes you. Like, don't think that way about yourself and your relationship with Becca. I really want them to be together. But in the end, I think it's gonna come down to Colton, Garrett, and Blake. That's what I think is what's gonna happen. Becca and Blake just left the beach, and Becca alluded to the fact that she doesn't know what's going to happen between her and Blake in the next couple of weeks, and I'm just like, no, you need to end up with Blake. He's so perfect. But then Garrett's perfect too, and I just, no. This can't be happening. I do not want her to send him home this week. If he goes home during hometowns, okay, that's fine. But don't send him home this week. Please keep him around. It's not his fault he didn't get enough time, because you didn't pick him to go on another one-on-one with you. So, oh no, Blake. Becca just said that Blake and I are on the same page, but he doesn't know it yet. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I hope they end up together. I keep on saying that, but like, okay, so Blake told Becca that he's in love with her now. My guy, and he's the first one too, so like, but oh my gosh, I just really want them to get together. I want them to be engaged. I want them to be married. I need to continue watching.